Hey everyone, and welcome back to GregTech Tutorial Part 6. I am back with the last part of the tutorial. It's actually me covering the main part of the mod, actually. Um, so let me know in the comments of this video if you think I missed anything major. Don't think I did, but I'm pretty sure I got it all. So let's get started, shall we? So basically, last tutorial we covered all of the other miscellaneous machines that I didn't think were necessary to the main progression, and we covered them all in a not so intelligent way. And now I'm going to show you the sort of all the rest of the items that you may not have seen. So I've got a whole bunch of examples of gold stuff here in my inventory, and I picked gold because it's nice and visible against my inventory background. Some of the stuff is not implemented anymore, so it is NYI. So, and some of it just doesn't have a purpose and just exists. Some of it does have a purpose, and some of it may not even be from GregTech, and I just picked it as an example. So, let's get started. Basically, this is all the types of gold stuff you can have from GregTech and IC2. You can have rings, credits, screws, bolts, rounds, rods, plates, dusts, cables, dense plates. Why did I pick two dusts? I don't know. Tiny piles of dust, small piles of dust. There's another plate. Item casing, crushed ore, purified crushed ore, gear, saw blade, file head, hammer head, hoe head, axe head, shovel head, pickaxe head, sword blade, and ingot. So, that's all the sort of materials you can have of this. The gold tool heads don't have a use yet, as you can probably tell. They can just be melted back down into ingots. Wait a second. Okay, the tool heads that are from vanilla Minecraft do, but say the hammerhead does not have a use. No, you can't turn it into a gold hammer. That would be useless. Just like gold tools from vanilla Minecraft, actually. The rings, screws, bolts, rounds, and all of the gold tool heads don't have a use yet. And the credits have never had a use. They're just sort of a joke item. Just like the ones from IC2, come to think of it. The tool heads do have a use, but not the gold ones. They are bronze, steel, iron, and tungsten steel ones that do have uses. They can actually be turned into the tools that they represent. But the gold ones don't have a use. Gears have a use. Not all of them. And as you can see, there are a lot of gears. There's even some ridiculous ones like granite gears and rubber gears. And I don't know why those have uses. Stuff like the cobalt brass gear has a use. That's used to make diamond saw blades. And so on and so forth. Electrum gear, Invar gear, brass gear, bronze gear, so on. Basically, the gears do have uses, just not all of them, all of the variants of them. Cables obviously have a use, but there aren't very many types. Dense plates, those are only from IC2, and those have very few uses. I don't believe the golds have any uses, but the lead and copper do. Tiny piles of dust, 9 conversion to 1 dust. Item casings sometimes have a use. Crushed ores obviously can be converted into ingots or dusts of their respective type. Tool heads only exist for a couple of variants. They only exist for bronze, gold, steel, iron, tungsten steel. I think that's about it actually. And these can be used to make their respective type of tool. Dust, obviously. Plates have uses. Rods have uses. Rounds, bolts, screws do not. They will have uses in future, I will assume. That's about it for the parts. There's also a whole bunch of cells. Most of these do not have uses yet. All the ones with the standard white texture do not have uses. Most of the ones with color do have uses or will have uses in the next update. Just different colors of credits. They aren't used for anything. Purple drink gives you slowness when drunk. Don't ask me why. Yes, there's a whole bunch of bolts. Lenses actually do have uses, but only the ruby and red garnet lenses. Those are used for making mining lasers. Plates, again, all the plates and ingots with default, like, iron textures do not have uses. Not yet, anyway. And yes, there is dilithium here. See, there it is, dilithium. There you go. There you go, Star Trek nerds. There's your justification. If you needed any, which I doubt you did. Yeah, here you go. Here's like the tungsten steel shovels and stuff like that, which can use the tungsten steel shovel head. There's also freezing spray, which is 16 nitrogen cells and an empty spray can. Very effective against slimes, as it says. Hydration spray, which can hydrate crops and similar. Hardening spray, hardens construction foam. Very effective because construction foam is known for taking quite a long time to dry and being very annoying. Pepper spray is uncraftable. It says to defend yourself against bears, especially peta bears, care bears, confession bears, and bear grills. Very funny. Gregorious, very funny, haha. Construction spray, basically CF in a single block precision spray mode. Bug spray, I don't know what that would be used for, as there are no bugs in Minecraft. Spray cans, these can be used to dye blocks more efficiently than regular dye. You can dye 2048 blocks in the world and craft 64 times. So it's 4 times as efficient in crafting and infinite times more efficient in the world. You can be used to color wool and machines and wood and stuff like that if you have the mods to support it. Let's see, saws. These can be used to saw wood into planks more efficiently. You can saw them into individual planks. Why would you ever want to do that? You can also use to make wood gears, 1 log to 5 planks, lead, and soldering tin, which is actually soldering alloy, which is SN9SB, which is tin and antimony, I think. This can be used in conjunction with the electric soldering iron to solder stuff. GregTech sensor kit. That can be attached to GregTech machines, and it'll provide a readout on nuclear information display panels of the status of the machine. Pretty much universal, can be put on any machine. It'll pretty much show you the details of it. Iridium neutron reflector, tougher version of the neutron reflector. It's actually indestructible. Very expensive, though. Rock cutter, it comes equipped with Silk Touch 3, and as Silk Touch only has a max level of 1, and any higher levels don't really make any difference, I don't see why you'd want Silk Touch 3, but I don't know, maybe it gives you bragging rights or something. Anyway, basically it's a tool that comes pre-equipped with Silk Touch. Not all that expensive. 3 diamond dust, a titanium plate, titanium rod, circuit, and an RE battery. Only has 10 uses, though, which kind of sucks. Most of the GregTech tools really suck because they only have 10 uses. 10 uses until it runs out of power, not 10 uses until it breaks. That would be horrendous. Advanced saw. So that's basically an electric version of the saw. It can be used in crafting or to cut down trees. Electric saw, like the one from IC2, just a tougher version. Iridium alloy ingot. That's how you make iridium plates now. Put in an implosion compressor. Let's see. Thorium, that's obsolete right now, actually, because IC2 didn't, oh, no, never mind, IC2 didn't add it. Cloaking device, this basically gives you invisibility until its energy runs out. 4 chrome plates, 4 iridium plates, and an energy orb. Not cheap, and kind of sucks, because you can still see the particle effects, so it's like an infinite invisibility potion. If you have Ars Magica, just get the invisibility buff from Ars Magica, it's much cheaper. Data orb, used in crafting recipes. Flint tools, early game alternative to iron and stone tools. Jackhammer, breaks rocks much more quickly than a pickaxe. Light helmet, projects light in front of you, like the hyper-energetic Nitor from Thermic Tinkerer, which I use. Lapotron pack, better than the Lap pack from IC2. Sonictron, portable version of the Sonictron. HE and NAK cooling cells. These are more advanced versions of the cooling cells for nuclear reactors. Lava filter filters lava on thermal boilers to give you byproducts. Lithium battery, better battery storage than a RE battery. Diamond jackhammer, tougher version of jackhammer, has more uses. I think there's also a tungsten steel jackhammer. And we're back to the beginning here. And there's all the different ores, all the different granite. GregTech does generate granite underground, red and black granite, along with its ore gen. Just keep that in mind. And it's also got all of its storage blocks. And all of its upgrades. You're going to want to toy around with the upgrades because they are pretty cool. They are all detailed in the manual titled Cover Up. And it details all the cover upgrades and what their functions are. Alright, that about does it for this one. It's going to be a little short, but that about does it for the main tutorial segment. In the next tutorial, I will be setting up a fusion reactor. It's sort of going to be a two-parter, but not really. Basically what I'm going to do is, because I rubbish at editing and I don't have editing software, I'm going to basically go into this world, build a fusion reactor, wire it up the cheaty way, the creative way, and then run it for you guys. And then I'm going to go to one of my older worlds, one of my FTB Unleashed worlds back in version 1.5.2. And I had a automation set up for a fusion reactor there. I didn't have the fusion reactor itself, but I had the automation for it. So I had like all of the equipment that you need to actually fuel a fusion reactor. So I will go to that world, record another part of that, and show you what the sort of automation you need for it is. So that's about it. I will see you in part 7, fusion reactors. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching.